retired. General Sauer, originally from Elkader, Iowa, joined the U.S. Navy at age 17. Went to radar school. After a couple of years, he left the Navy to go to college. And while in college, he joined ROTC, Reserve Officer Training Corps. When war broke out, this is after college, Walt accepted a commission in the United States Air Force. After the war, Pilot Sauer remained in the Air Force Reserve, retiring with the rank of Brigadier General. Right after the war, General Sauer joined the American Legion, where he has served continuously and has held positions including commander of Ross Reed Post 9 in Owine, where they live, and many years as judge advocate for the Department of Iowa. Attorney Walt Sauer has lived many years in Owine, served the Fayette County as Fayette County Attorney until his retirement there. General Sauer.
If I hobble a bit, I know about broken bones. I was up until my 84th birthday, I jogged at least a half mile and sometimes 2 miles a day. And it apparently irritated some people because a lady took a corner and from my back ran me down and broke my leg in 3 places. And she was mortified. She tried to apologize and she couldn't. Mostly because she knew she had been texting and, well, anyhow, I was the worse for wear for that. My brain tells me I can run, but my legs say, no, you can't. I want to say I am proud of each and every one of you for coming out on days like this. You are what makes America great. It's so hard for people like the Olsons who've lost a son and ask themselves why. Why did we give this son up? There's no given answer. All of us are the benefactors of Alan Olson and people like him who give their all for what we have. And we have the right to go to whatever church we want to vote for whatever party we want to. We can do all those things and the freedoms that we have because of people like Mr. Olson, Lieutenant Olson, who gave his life. They tell me he was flying a F-80, and he was one of the first. You can be very proud of him to fly jets. An F-80 has no AB afterburner, thus no second push on the thing, and when you strafe, which he was doing, there is nothing to give you the extra boost to get the heck out of there after you've done the strafing. And he was a setting target for ground fire. And he gave his life. He knew that. We all knew that. But it's one of the choices you make, and you say to yourself, it's worth it. It's worth it. And sometimes you wonder about it until you see gatherings like this of people who come out on a miserable day just to pay homage to those people who have given their last drop of blood. It's wonderful. And everything I hear about Alan Olson is crisp and inspirational. And we don't want to forget him, and I so appreciate that you're taking the time to set things up for him so that his memory will go on for some period of time. It's excellent. What you do is terrific. Some 60 years ago, Henry Follett gave me a call to come to Claremont as the new county attorney to give a talk to your predecessors, because I assume that you were probably not all born yet. Anyhow, Henry, thanks for inviting me up. I've enjoyed the relationship over the years, the friendships that come out of being in the same county with you, doing those things. I've been extremely fortunate in the military thing. It was not anything I planned. I did, as I say, a couple of years in the Pacific with the Navy. And well, it's hard to keep the spirit. Even the veterans get a bit tired of what they're doing if it's routine. And I remember sitting down at the ball game one night, and the advisor for Air Force ROTC sat down beside me and said, "How come you're not in RO?" And I remember saying distinctly, I said, "I already gave at the office, and I'm not the least bit interested in a commission." And he said, well, and then he went on to the detail of what would open up. And he included pilot training in there. And that is a challenge that it's like holding a red flag in front of a bull. It's an opportunity to do something. And for the next 50 years, I got to fly all of the good stuff. And it was wonderful, but I was lucky. And guys like Olson paved the way so that I could do that. And that you could do that. You could do what you wanted in America. It's a wonderful, wonderful land. As I traveled the world, I've not seen anything to compare with America. We fall on our face a lot of times. We do a lot of dumb things, but basically in our heart, 90+% of the people support what we're doing. And I'm proud, I am so proud to be here among you. The reason the rest of us get to do all these things. Thank you so much for having me